Hey everybody, how's it going? Happy Wednesday. Mark Causey here from Black Cat Comics in Rockin' Milpitas. Every Wednesday is New Comic Day, and I like to give you some great reasons to get down to your local comic shop and pick up something fun to read. This is a big, huge week with a ton of books. Some of the best titles out there, some of my favorites. Going to start with the Marvel guys this week. Superior Spider-Man. As you may or may not know, a lot of this Marvel Now stuff comes out every 2 weeks, so make sure your subscription lists are up to date. Make sure you get into your local comic shop and keep up with all this good stuff so nothing gets by you. Superior Spider-Man's the book you love to hate. This guy, Nova #1. By all-time greats Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness. I love Jeff Loeb and Ed McGuinness. Check out our newsletter this week and read more of my review on that one. Some of my favorite Marvels this week: Avengers, Captain America. Love the new Captain America by Rick Remender and John Romita Jr. Super awesome stuff there. Thor, God of Thunder has been really cool. If you're missing out on Thor, God of Thunder, you're missing some great art. Indestructible Hulk is a book you like a lot. Pretty cool cover there. Deadpool with these awesome covers by Jeff Darrow, worth the cover price just for the Jeff Darrow covers. Savage Wolverine with gorgeous art by Frank Cho. Everybody loves Frank Cho. Everybody loves Wolverine. Make sure you're checking that out. Daredevil by my man Mark Waid. This is one of the best books Marvel does. This is a good jump-in point. If you haven't been reading Daredevil, pick up this week's number 23. Super great stuff. Some of my favorite Marvels this week. Huge, huge week for the DC guys. There's like 16 or 17 new 52 books. Gonna try and burn through it real quick. This, Justice League 17, is your last Throne of Atlantis book. This, Justice League of America #1, starts a new Justice League book from Jeff Johns and David Finch. Everybody loves Finch. That's your American flag cover. This is your California flag cover. There's a different cover for every state in the Union, so if you are not from California, track down the cover from where you're from. 3 Green Lantern books this week. Green Lantern Corps, Green Lantern New Guardians with this cool Kyle Rayner cover. Can you check that out? All 3 of the Wrath of the First Lantern books start this week. Nightwing 17, super cool. Red Hood number 17 with that cool homage cover. Those are your Death of the Family books this week. That all wraps up next week with Batman Incorporated number 8, You've Been Warned. Big week for my favorite women of the DCU: Batwoman, Birds of Prey, Catwoman, which is one of my very favorite new 52 books. Supergirl, everybody knows I love Supergirl. That one starts a new story arc. Wonder Woman continues with the New Gods thing. Wonder Woman from Brian Azzarello is super awesome. Make sure you check that out. Big week for DC Vertigo. Fables is out this week. Everybody loves Fables. And sadly, this is your last issue of Hellblazer. Hellblazer 300. It's been a great ride. Thank you, John Constantine. Huge week for the DC guys, as you can see. Love talking about Dark Horse. Love talking about Mike Mignola, BPRD 1948, and Baltimore. Maybe you don't know about Baltimore. Pick this book up. It's super awesome. If you love vampires, if you hate vampires, Baltimore is good stuff. Dark Horse presents Best Anthology Book on the Stands. If you don't know what to read some random week, pick up Dark Horse Presents. Tons of great stuff by some of the best in the business. This one has Neil Gaiman. Enough said. Saga is the second biggest book Image has behind Walking Dead. Saga is huge. Pick up the trade paperback to Volume 1. Thief of Thieves is another big book that they do. It Girl by my man Mike Allred. I love Mike Allred. I love It Girl. And Happy from Grant Morrison. This is your last issue of Happy. Big week for all the indie guys too. Last and definitely not least, always love talking about the kids' books. Adventure Time number 13. Simpsons. Love talking about Simpsons comics and the great job that Bongo does with all of that. And I love Mad Magazine with a cool Adventure Time cover. Mad Magazine's still hilarious after all these years. Lots and lots of great stuff. So check out those shipping lists. Get down to your local comic shop. Pick up something super awesome. Want to encourage you guys to update your subscription lists. Lots of books coming fast and furious these days. Lots of title changes. So you want to make sure your lists are up to snuff so you don't miss out on anything. That's all I got for you for this week. Check us out on Facebook. Check us out at blackcatcomics.biz. Get on down here to Rockin' Milpitas. And don't forget our big DC Comics sale this weekend. Everything that's not new this week from DC Comics is 25% off. Toys, t-shirts, action figures, graphic novels, all kinds of great stuff. Everybody loves DC Comics. It's the last of our publisher sale. That's all I got for you for this week. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.